Is it possible to kind of integrate that into, I know a lot of colleges, you have to write letters and things that is it possible to kind of structure your application where you are identifying for them how you fit in that mold?
You can, yeah, actually, there are strategies. So, one of the things that all colleges know around the country is that like 85 to 90% of all students go within a 250-mile radius. Okay, because it's what we see, it's what we're most familiar with, it's what we grew up with, right? So, here in the Boston area, 250 miles is roughly like New York City, maybe a little bit past. I don't know what it is for where you are in Nashville, but I get students all the time here in New England or wherever, and they say, okay, I grew up here in the Boston area, but I want to go to UCLA, right? Or something on the West Coast, okay? And that student puts in an application and they're hoping that their test scores are good enough. UCLA already knows that there's virtually no chance that that student is showing up. So even if that student's accepted, right, this has an implication on money because there's only so much aid in the aid budget each year. So if UCLA doesn't think that that kid from Massachusetts is going to show up, even if UCLA accepts that student, they're not likely to give that student a lot of money because generally speaking, no matter how much money that college sort of gives that student, they know that that student's probably not going to go across the country, right? Versus in the case of like UCLA, maybe there's a student from Nevada or something or Arizona who is likely to go, and UCLA or some other school can entice them with some amount of aid. And colleges are really good at figuring this out. But what's not on the admissions application, on, on an admissions application, nowhere does it ask the student, hey, if we accept you, are you actually serious about showing up? And so, as a student or family, let's say you have relatives in LA that you visit all the time or some other reason, right? So you're out there in that area all the time. So it's no big deal for you to go out there and then ultimately go to college. That information is nowhere on the application, right? Nowhere. So students have to communicate it differently to that school and say, hey, by the way, UCLA or whatever school, right? If you accept me, I'm actually going to show up, right? Because I'm out in your area all the time anyway. And so now that changes the calculus to where, okay, maybe it doesn't necessarily improve the odds of the kid getting in, but it definitely now improves the odds of the kid getting aid because now they actually know you're a little bit more serious.